The clown prince of crime, the harlequin of hate, an agent of chaos, and the only one who seems to get the joke. When Jerry Robinson, Bill Finger, and Bob Kane created the Joker all those years ago, they probably thought they dreamt up nothing more than a fun adversary for the Batman to fight. Little would they know that their creation lives on today as one of the most feared, celebrated, and beloved characters in all of fiction. It doesn't matter where he is, really. He could be robbing a bank with a clown car full of dynamite, torturing police officers in an abandoned amusement park, or even locked away in the deepest, darkest cell that Arkham has to offer, because at all times, the Joker is a very real, very volatile threat. My next few videos will salute the actors who've brought this malevolent monster to life on the small and silver screens and rate them on just how much they nailed the part. So, grab your laughing fish, leave your frowns at the door, and prepare to squirt Joker venom all over the place like it was whipped cream. I'm sure that was less filthier in my head. As we look at who is the best Joker. A quick disclaimer, the 10 actors we're going to be looking at in this series of videos are the most notable portrayals of the Joker. So if you're looking for the Mortal Kombat Injustice guy, or the dude who voices him in the Scooby-Doo crossovers, or Brent Spiner's one and done episode of Young Justice, or even the guy who played him in the OnStar commercials, then this isn't the video series for you. Similarly, cannot judge Zach Galifianakis yet because his Joker won't hit screens until next year in the Lego Batman movie, so he doesn't count for now. Also, the way we're going to do this is kind of like Top Trumps. There are 5 criteria, 5 points, 5 key things that each actor has to meet with their portrayal of the Joker. I'll discuss whether or not they get the point. If they do, they could get up to 5 points. 5 points up for grabs. The one with the most points at the end will be crowned the Clown King of Crime. It's a tongue twister. Clown King of Crime. Try saying that 3 times. Sober. And drunk. Or high. The categories are as follows. Performance. Did they win us over? Story time. Was it fun to journey with this Joker? Note. Has to be a defining story, so TV adaptations may not fare as well here unless they get a standout plot all to themselves. Laugh factor. Simple but essential. Did they hit those ha-ha-hi notes? Era appropriate. Times may change, but did their Joker fit in when they debuted? Legacy. Has this Joker stuck in the mind of fans everywhere? Can we see anyone else in the role after them? So, without further ado, let us take a look at the OG Mr. J. Cesar Romero, from Batman, the TV series, and the 1966 motion picture. Performance. 1 point. It's important to remember that this particular incarnation of the Batman mythos was played as a dry, campy comedy that thrilled and excited young viewers and allowed older viewers the chance to kick back, relax, and have a good old goofy time. So within that world, the late great Mr. Romero is a perfect fit, bringing a playful boogeyman quality to his Joker that impressed fans of the usually romantic leading man. Always funny, sometimes flat out scary, Caesar remains one of the most standout foes from a show full of great villains. It seems as though the man himself was having an absolute blast as well, getting to play against type and really commit to such a unique part. Even if he did refuse to shave off his moustache. Pulls it off though. Story time! Nil point. Though getting some cracking tales all to himself during the TV series, the 66 Joker is a cog in a much bigger machine. Despite nabbing the honour of being the first cinematic Joker, he still is part of a villainous team rather than holding fort himself as the king of the madmen. This incarnation works incredibly well as part of the bigger picture, and the 60s Batmania as a whole, so doesn't get the chance to shine as brightly as he could by himself. Laugh factor, 1 point. I'm incredibly certain that for the remainder of the 60s, right through to the summer of '89, this Joker's signature cackle was the one that readers heard when the clown appeared in the funny pages. Full of genuine mirth, it's like a joyful owl. A joyful, psychotic, murderous owl.
Have you heard this one? It'll kill you, Batman!
Era appropriate? Yes, 1 point. This version of the Dark Knight Detectives mythos was all about the fun and adventure of crime fighting in every possible way, right down to the elaborate death traps, the simplistic and comedic deductions, and the overuse of the Bat prefix. So for this portrayal of the franchise, Romero's take on the Joker was perfectly pitched, and was fondly looked upon during the show's years in syndication. Legacy. No point. I'm having to get tough here, as this is one iconic Joker. Most people would argue that Caesar's version laid the blueprint for every incarnation that followed. But when you think of the Batman 60s TV series, what comes to mind first? Batman and Robin, of course! This was their show, and still is to this day. Adam West and Burt Ward owned their tenure and wore it like a badge of pride, then hated it, and then celebrated it again. But the Joker will always just be one of the many bad guys in a show that rested firmly on its good guy shoulders. Close, but no cigar. Total 3 out of 5. That's a lot of information for one episode, so we're going to leave it here for this week. But what do you think of the score? Do you think that Caesar's 3 out of 5 is a holy foul, Batman? If he's your favourite Joker, let me know in the comments below, and thumbs up the video. Every thumbs up he gets will go toward a little poll I'm doing throughout the series. I'm going to be keeping score of who your favourite Joker is. So if Caesar's your fave, give him a thumbs up. And come back next time, because Jack is dead, my friend. But you can call him Joker. And as you can see, he's a lot happier.